Continue the tour of Mama and Papa's farm. So this, yeah, no, that's a good idea. So Caleb's taking a shot. This barn was here when they bought the farm, and they bought the farm. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
When they purchased the farm years ago, but I think this barn is in the neighborhood of over 100 years old. It's a dairy barn. Now this part here is an add-on, like we call it a lean-to. But it's full of like equipment, tools, welders, that kind of stuff like that. And then on that end were those tractors that we saw before. But anyway, so if you come in this barn, Caleb and I have already been in here to make sure that we weren't going to be chased off by a fox or a skunk or something like that. But so if you come in here, you really get a good idea of how people made their living when most of us were farmers. But so Caleb, look at that wall there. I want to show. So if you look at how this wall is constructed, it's mortared, and these are rocks that they've used to build the foundation for this part of the barn. Now I don't know for sure, but my guess would be that the person who started this farm is probably the person who did this stonework. And I don't know, people they could do so many things, and now we can do so little.
Yep.
And so if you come in here, this was a dairy barn, and if you'll see these like trough things down here, so what would happen is the cattle were placed. Oh, as a matter of fact, you can see now. So he had some modern stuff, but the cattle, they would put their heads in those things there to hold them still while they were being. I think anyway. Again, I'm not a dairy expert, but anyway, so it's a waterer. And then they would be here and they would be milked. But then when they pooped or urinated, then it would go in this trough, and then they could wash it out to make the barn easier to clean. And it's also interesting too that like how low the ceilings are. And I'm also going to tell that I just realized something else too. So this barn, the wind's blowing, you can hear it moving. But I just realized something. This support right here. How much it's leaning.
What?
See how much, see this? How
Oh,
it's not
whoa.
even straight. So, but I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing this thing will probably be still standing here long after I'm gone. But now, I don't know, Caleb, if you turn it around over next to that window there's a ladder so you climb up. So above this would be, of course, the loft of the barn. And that's where they would have stored hay. That would
String.
The purpose of that, so they would bring hay in, then they would throw it down when the cattle came in, so that they could feed them and water them while they're being milked.
There's birds flying around too.
So yeah,
It's
and
fun.
there are birds flying around. I don't.
Okay.
So we've moved. We were just a second ago, but this is the ladder they were showing you, and then the loft where the hay would have been kept. So. And I don't know, Caleb, can you film up in there just to show how high the roof is? So even can you see, here, do that ladder right there.
Yeah, I got it.
You see that ladder that goes all the way up there? The reason they have to have a ladder that high is because as big as this barn is and as far up as it goes, they would have filled it up with hay.
Whoa.
And I remember helping a farmer once, and it wasn't for this, but it was a barn like this. And we were doing hay bales, and we went all the way up to the peak of the roof. I mean, it was and it was hot. And I remember because like you get up that close, and there was not much. You start running out of air, and it's dusty, and there's hay. Oh, it was gross. But anyway, so yeah, there's Mama and Papa's barn.